Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening to my beloved lecturer. I am Dr. Juzila Ismail. My name is Muhammad Arif Faisal bin AZMI. For this assignment, I will present to you about the wind energy, which is the part of the renewable energy. Okay, let's proceed to the first slide, slide, which is the wind. What is wind energy? Wind energy is the electricity created from the naturally flowing air into the Earth atmosphere. The energy obtained from the force of the wind, the energy is obtained from the force of the wind. And how? It is through a wind turbine that transforms the kinetic energy of the air current into the electrical energy. Okay, the energy is mainly extracted with the rotor, which is transform the rotor which transform the kinetic energy into a mechanical energy, and mechanical energy with the generator, which transform this mechanical energy into the electrical energy. This is the figure for the wind turbine. Okay, next is the working principle of the wind turbine, which is the wind energy. Energy. Uh, this is the overview of the wind energy, wind turbine, which is the wind blow past the turbines. The wind blow past the turbines, and this wind will rotate their blades, and the rotation of the blades will produce the kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is will be transformed into the mechanical energy, and from the mechanical energy we will transform into electrical energy by the generator. This will produce the electrics, and the electric will be convert into appropriate voltage by the transformer before it will transfer into the our house through the grid for the distribution. Okay, this is the basic component of the wind turbine, which is there are three basic components, which is rotor blade, shaft, and generator. For the rotor blades are the wind catcher of a wind turbine, and when the wind passes, it force these rotor blades to turn, and the shaft is the rope that connects the rotor blades to the generator. The main purpose of the main purpose is to transfer the rotational mechanical energy of the rotor blades to the generator. Finally, the generator uh, is a device designed to convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Okay, this is the size of wind turbine, which is there are three sizes of wind turbine, which is small, intermediate, and large. Uh, okay, before we implement this is a site selection. Before we implement with the project, there are certain things that we should consider, which is the uh, consideration during the site selection, which is height, annual average wind speeds, attitude of the proposed sites, terrains and aerodynamics, ease of transportation, nearness to users, or the wind turbine must near to the users or centers, a local ecology, and the nature of the ground. Okay, uh, this is a type of wind energy that's implemented in this world, which is onshore wind energy and the offshore wind energy. Onshore wind energy is implemented on land, and for the offshore wind energy, which is implemented on the oceans. Okay, let's proceed to the type of wind turbine. There are two types of wind turbine, which is horizontal axis types and vertical axis type. For horizontal, there are three types, which is a single blade horizontal wind turbine, two blades horizontal wind turbine, and three blades horizontal wind turbines. For this case, three blade is very efficient right now. That mostly used right now because of efficiency of the three blades horizontal wind turbine. And for the vertical wind turbine, there are two types, which is Darrier wind turbine and Seviers wind turbine. Okay, let's proceed to the pros and cons of the wind turbine. For the pros, the wind turbine is good for environment as it uses renewable sources of energy as a wind. Uh, And this wind turbine, wind is freely available in the nature, can be set up in the remote area where electricity through transmission wire cannot be reached. Clean source of energy as it does not produce any greenhouse gases or any pollutants. Once setup is complete, the cost of generation electricity become less. For the advantages of these wind turbines also can be combined with the solar electricities to give a reliable supply of the electricity. Even though there is more pros, there is also cons for the contrast for the wind energy, which is it is suited to a particular regions, creates a lot of noise and disturbance. We cannot predict the wind, and the wind turbine is treated to wildlife as it kills more birds, cause a visual impact, high initial cost, and large requirements of land for wind farms, and the turbines interface, and lastly the turbine interface with the receptions of the televisions and communication signals. Okay, for the last but not least, we go through the integration of akli and nakli. Okay, I choose this ayah? Because from this verse, we can conclude that Allah and His creation has a close contact relationship, has a close direct relationship. Allah demonstrate His greatness, His power through His creation, maintenance and guidance of His creations. Allah does not create some things as a toy without a clear purpose. This clearly shows that what is being created by Allah on earth and in the heavens solely for the benefit of man. Therefore, the wind energies provided wind provided must be utilized as much as possible as a source of energy to ensure the development of the country in the future is not affected by the problems of population growth, and continuous development because the dependence of the fossil energy resources. I think that's all from me about the wind energy. Thank you.